really what they are, what they want to do, what they're trying to take away from each team. And each week he has a package of what he wants to take away based on what that team does. So we're going to have to figure it out, and we're going in planning for a couple different things, and we'll make our adjustments and go. But you'll see us really take a step forward this week. I think our players offensively looked at the film and know that we can all do better. Starting with our staff, starting with me, and then we came out today and had one of our better practices. I'm really excited to continue this week and then get on the plane and go play.
Thank you, Coach.
Where do you think you guys can step forward?
Finish the drive. Really just finish the drive. Move the ball down the field, have some long fields to go, get it down in the red zone. We got to put the ball in the end zone for whatever reason, whether it's throwing the ball or running the ball. We have to make plays when plays are there to be made, and we're asking them to run it. We got to be able to do it. We got to get the ball in the end zone. And that's pretty much bottom line. So that's the focus. That's something that we're going to continue to work to get better at.
How much does play calling change when you get past the 40? I know the field condenses a little bit, but how much does things change there?
Well, you watch the film. We really are more aggressive in the red zone, but it comes down to making our plays. Look at the UNLV game. We threw the ball a few times, had opportunities where we dropped 2 touchdowns and possibly another one that was underthrown. So we just got to get on the same page and make the plays. And we're spending a lot of time, quarterback, receivers, offensive line, everybody just really harping on the execution down there. The plays are there to be made. You just got to make the plays and get the ball in the end zone. And it was kind of the same thing. You're an inch or so short for Amon-Ra touchdown, and we underthrew another corner out for another touchdown. We get a penalty on second down that took away a big run inside the 10. We got to take those plays out of our games that back us up and get us out of favorable positions to score the touchdowns.
There were several stretches, particularly in the first half, where you guys were just kind of popping off run after run after run, in kind of a rhythm.
Right.
What do you take from that going into the Texas game and feeling about the run game overall?
Just being positive about it. We want to be balanced, and got to a deal where I was really first down runs were really good for us. We averaged over 5 yards a carry on first down, but I couldn't run it every first down and be predictable. But we had 2 sacks and 2 interceptions on first down trying to pass the ball. So it was a little bit frustrating. It's something that we're going to focus on as staff as to how to be better in the passing game on first down and what those actual plays are to create the plays that we need to do to get in second and favorable and third and favorable. But you can't have third and longs against a really good defense with a young quarterback. You just can't do it. So we got to do better on first and second down so that we're in a better position on third down.
Is the run blocking pretty solid right now?
They're doing a really good job of it. Starting in the first game, we had to figure out a little bit. But once they figured it out, they got hats on hats. We got the ball in the end zone, running the ball. And then last week again, thought they did a heck of a job. But we try to throw the ball a little bit more later to try to catch up and get touchdowns because we got away from it a little bit due to the situation and the time that was left in the game. But I feel good about where we are right now running the ball. It's going to be a challenge against Texas. It was a team last year we didn't run the ball great against. They're stout. They got a lot of different looks up front, a lot of different pressures, things of that nature to try to slow down your runs or just kind of create confusion in the run game. So it's going to be a job of us of figuring it out and sorting it out, getting hats on hats, and the running backs get some tough runs.
When you talk about diagnosis as to why the pass protection isn't up to where the run blocking is?
A lot of different things. It was number one, credit to Stanford for doing a good job. I don't want to take anything away from them. But sometimes it was a couple times communication, a couple times it was just physical beats. And we watch the tape and we all know that we can do better than that. I can coach it better and give them opportunities to be better. We threw a couple screens early, one worked, a couple of them didn't work. So you kind of, thinking of what to do next. So we came back, look at what we are. We're still learning too. It's only the second time against a really good opponent on Saturday. But I'm really learning the character of what these guys are and what we're doing. And as we move forward, you'll see us open up and start to do more things.
When you talked before about doing better on first and second down, watching the tape, do you see it more as a matter of executing what you're doing or the decisions you guys made in terms of play calls?
Yeah, what I was talking about before you walked up was we ran the ball, average over 5 yards a carry on first down, but I got into a mode of not wanting to run it every first down. Even though it was successful, it's tough to be that predictable. And then we did throw it. We gave up 2 sacks and threw 2 interceptions, and it wasn't good. And so it's a little frustrating as a play caller because you don't want to, you're second and 15, you're second and 10, and having to change the rhythm of what is working. And so that's kind of what happened a little bit. It was one of those things of we're doing really good at that, but we need to do this because at some point they started to pressure and take that away from us on first down. So with that being said, we just got to be better at making the plays on first down when given the opportunities and doing different things. And I'm learning the quarterback. You know, he's learning me. You know, I'm learning him, and I got a good feel for what he likes now after watching the last game and the last 2 games actually. And we sat down and watched film and talked about it. And that's part of this, you know, of this growing process, of this maturation and this learning process. And he's awesome. His attitude was great. And we're going to go forward and play really good coming down the stretch.
So you're 3rd and 2 on the 40,
Yeah.
and you got 2 plays to get 2 yards.
Yeah.
What's the thinking? How are you going to go about?
Yeah, we had been running the ball really good, so we put it on the ground. It didn't work. Then we go to the sideline. I knew it was going to be some type of pressure because that has been their mentality, even going back to last year. And so gave us the pass on 4th down that had a zone answer on one side and a man answer on the other side. And it just didn't work. You know, they did a good job of covering us. We had one guy that was open late, but it's tough to ask, you know, to see all of that. They did a good job, you know, and again, we just got to be better in that situation.
Do you think you got 2 plays to get 2 yards? We're gonna run it both plays. We're gonna make it work. I mean, is that one of the options?
Well, that's totally the attitude. You know, you go back earlier in the game, that was the case too. We ran it twice, and you know we actually did get it, but it was a 0 blitz. You know, they put every person on their defense in the box, so I couldn't think on 4th and 2 that they weren't going to do the same thing. That's exactly what they did. So you got to put the ball in the air and try to make the play in the pass game.
With Josh following back in practice, how soon can he get acclimated to the offense?
And, he looked good today. We'll see how he progresses in terms of conditioning standpoint. But he looked good. He jumped right back in there. His recollection of the offense and the things that were new since he was out, he recalled it really well and looked really good today. So hopefully he'll be someone that we can use on Saturday.
Thank you.